Hey guys, what's up? This is Ned. It's a new League of Legends video. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be doing a recording, which I don't normally do. I've been trying to pick up Fiora lately. As you can see, let's see. Got a Fiora game, Soraka because I got autofilled, Lulu because I got autofilled. I shouldn't have played Lulu, that was horrible. And then another Fiora game. Been doing really well on her. Played her ranked. I got a S. Let's see. First game with her was an S, S minus, A, and then an S minus in ranked. So I've been doing really well. So I was gonna do a replay, and I guess I should have downloaded that first. But anyways, do a replay and just kind of talk about it, show how I popped off. I played against a Riven, which I found to be kind of difficult in lane. Levels, I don't know, maybe 1 through 6. Riven, no, 1 through 7. Riven wins, kind of pops off, and then my dog is being crazy right now. I don't even know what he's doing. Look at this. Let's see if y'all can see this. Now he's just laying there. But he keeps like, look at that. And he just keeps rolling around on his back. Being retarded and kicking his legs up in the air. What a dumbass. I love that guy though. He's so cute. That's Two-Face. When he was a puppy, like one side of his face was brown and the other side was white. Called him Two-Face. But anyways, the Rivet was, oh man, kind of hard. I also didn't have the kill pressure. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and throw on Fog of War. Oh, okay. There should be a way to do just my Fog of War. But I'm not very smart, so I don't know how to do that. Oh, there we go. All. So I am blue team. So we're just going to do my Fog of War. There we go.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh, there we go. I like that. And that shows what items we have, too. Alright, so since I'd already played Riven, I knew that Riven was kind of hard. So the runes that I use for Fiora are like pretty much all AD. So I have like 71 AD. So I went ahead and I went ahead and did my got that item, the Doran Shield, just to kind of help with her auto attacks, help with sustain, a little bit of health, a little bit of, you know, all that fun shit, just to keep me alive a little bit better, make my early levels a little bit better. So I kind of had a really bad start as well. This was unfortunate. We got ganked down here, invaded on, so Lee Sin decided he was going to come up to blue. So with the jungle, I decided, you know, that it was going to be all about, you know, I had to help him. So I just kind of did this and leashed it for him, helped him out, hurried the hell up, beat back the lane, and then I teleported back. I missed about 3 or 4 minions worth of experience, which is not what you want to do. But I really wanted to help out this Lee Sin. Plus, it also gave me the opportunity to buy a second one. So I got, what did I get? I only missed 3 minions worth of XP, which is okay. I mean, 3 minions isn't the worst. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. So then Lee Sin decides to come up to lane just to kind of help us out. So it's a successful gank. We get her to push back, but nothing happens. We don't blow her flash, nothing, which is unfortunate. But I mean, it still happens. We get our level 2, and we just keep on going. I think it's a really good start for Fiora, because normally with like Renekton, Jarvan, your first item has some sort of sustain. Renekton already has sustain. Jarvan, you'll take a corrupting potion for the mana, so it's okay. So someone that has a lot of CC like Riven, you always want to take your W. That's the stun. And that's what I did. So I'm not feeling very comfortable at this time. So I just kind of do this. So she has Ignite. If I had had Ignite, I could have gotten that kill. All my stuff was on cooldown as well. But I almost had that kill. If I had gotten that other proc and had Ignite, I would have had the kill. But I was going for lane pressure later in the game, so I didn't have it. So that was a bad fight for me. But again, it is what it is. So I'm down by a lot of CS. So right now you can see how much CS I'm down. Fiora can be really strong in the early game, but Riven really rips Fiora a new one. At least that's my experience. Maybe then again, I'm just not that good of a Fiora yet. But I do... part of this game is just showing you... oh shoot, look at all those guys. So here I'm like, oh shoot, you know, they're all low, so that's why I went in. So I got that kill. Got a second kill. And then I ended up getting killed by the Syndra. But at least I got a double kill, or a kill and an assist. So that kind of took a bad situation and made it okay. So now those are the only 2 kills our team has, for myself and Lee Sin. I'm still horrendously down on CS, but our wave up here is still, it's about even. It'll start slow pushing here shortly, depending. No, we have about 4 more. I hate how it does that. So it's going to start pushing out against us. But we're still, low levels. We're still only levels 3 and 4. God damn it. Stop that. We're still low levels, so we can fight in our minion wave, which is really good. So here we're just going to try and crash it back into the tower. And there's, you know, she doesn't want to fight us in that. She can clear the wave pretty well. But we're not afraid to fight her in our minion wave. So we at least got that procced. And we can go to town. So we got the damage and the items that we need for our Ravenous Hydra. The Hydra has been the first thing I've been buying for Fiora. Just because the wave clear and the control you get from the wave clear is so good with that Hydra. So, anyways, I noticed that she's out of sustain, so I decided to stay in lane, pop the honey fruit. And I don't want to stay pushed up against her. I completely missed my W for the slow. But I decided that I don't want to be pushed up. At the time I didn't know where Amumu was, now I know where he is. That's unfortunate, a double kill. So our team is like doing really, really bad here. So I see, you know, so now she's pushed back where we are, so I run back to lane to capture up that CS. So now, rather than just sitting around doing nothing, I've pretty much just kind of waited. And I didn't miss any CS. And I'm here just to gather this up and do my thing. Because I'm not too worried about the CS sitting there. So I didn't miss some of it because of that little fight. I think I missed, what, 2 CS there? Not too bad, but I got the XP. So now she's level 6, which I didn't realize. Because I just missed so much XP earlier. Let's see, is there a way to see how close you are to level 5 to level 6? No, guess not. Oh well, so I TP back in the lane. But I have my, so this is so good with Fiora too, because it's an auto attack reset. Oh, there's another kill. So as you can see, we're 3-11. Our team is doing terrible. Riven has almost twice our CS. And has killed us twice. But, you know, it's not too bad. You you know, the Fiora's late game. Once she gets her, you know, Black Cleaver, her Hydra, and then some lifesteal, that's where Fiora starts to pop off. Like, really pop off. You're going to see later me really popping off. I think I finished 15-5 this game, which means I'm only going to die twice more, and I'm going to get a shit ton of kills. I'm going to have a ton of map pressure, and I'm going to have a huge influence on the game. So, our team is losing, but it's not just me. It's every single team is losing right now. Fiora is 3-1. Amumu, the jungle, is 2-2 with 5 assists, which means he's having a lot of pressure on all the lanes. Syndra is 2-1-2, which is excellent. The only thing that we really have going for us is Lucian is 1-1-5, and Blitz is 3-0-2. I think maybe if Lucian had been 4-1-5, you know, if Blitz hadn't gotten those kills, it would have been a little bit better. But that's okay. So one thing I like to do with Fiora is E, Hydra, E. Because you have those double attacks with your E, right? Let me read it to you. Fiora gains 50% attack speed for the next 2 attacks. The first attack cannot critically strike, but will apply a 30% slow for 1 second. The second attack is guaranteed to critically strike for 140% damage. Oh, and so this is me hitting Riven. I see her right there. There we go. So you see how she hugged the wall right there? That's what you want to do, because I couldn't proc that last vital point. That's really what you want to do against a Fiora, is hug the wall. But I got that kill, and this is where I start power popping off, right? She's ahead of me almost twice my CS, but I have my armor, I have my move speed, and I have my auto attack reset. The auto attack reset I found is an invaluable item when it comes to getting some attack in. So now I've caught up on a little bit on CS, and I got a kill. And I think it was a shutdown bonus. So that's what you want. But anyway, so with the E, you hit the E, you use your Hydra, and you get your second E right away. So not only are you getting 6 stacks of Fervor, if you Q, E, Hydra, E, then you're getting 4 stacks immediately of your Fervor, which gives you that additional AD, which is phenomenal. So that's what I like to do. It just automatically procs it, and it's delightful, really. It's really what you want to do. Getting all those stacks of Fervor immediately, it's like within a second and a half you get those stacks of Fervor. And you're ready to duel. And then by then your Q is almost back up, and you have your W as well. You know, your riposte. So that's kind of like my trading combo that I like to do. So you see I did it right there. Helps clear waves as well. So again, I just keep pushing my wave and then doing something else. So because I don't want to sit there, because now I know where Amumu is, so I'm not so worried about it. And she's not following this back in, I notice. So she's a little scared of us now. So I know she's going to go in and attack us. So we don't do any damage to her, but we get through her shield, and we don't let her do any damage to us. So that's the important thing. So I'm still a little scared of her just because of the CS difference that she has. But now I'm not as scared. I don't have my ult, or do I have my ult? I have my ult. So I think here shortly I realized that I'm out trading her. So I wasn't sure that I was out trading her just yet. Don't forget that your W can also proc the vital spots. If you hit a vital spot with your W, then you still get the win. So this is where I realize I can fight her. She's got a full item and I don't. But I have my Ninja Tabi, which make me, you know, she reduces a lot of her damage. So I just keep pushing out the waves and force her to, if I can get all those minions. I just now realizing how many of those minions I'm missing in my desire just to push. So get that proc, slow her down, and make her miss some. So if I had been stronger, I would have done a little bit more roaming. but I kind of got pooped on in the early game. But at this point, I'm just trying not to feed. There we go, got all those minions. That's what I need. So at this point, I realize I don't know where she is, and I think she went back because she was such low health. So in our team, even though we're down 6 kills, oh wow, Addy popped off. I don't really know where she is. Oh no, I know where she is, but so I just kind of run away, which is good for me. She got me pretty low. But even though we're doing really bad, we had a really bad early game. No one is like legit feeding. Like 1 and 3 is, you know, not good, but I mean it's not like Lee Sin is like 1 and 7. So nobody is feeding, which is really good. And I think that's an important thing to notice, is that nobody here is feeding. So I got my Phage, and at this point I think a lot of her cooldowns are down, so I think that we can fight her. Which we can, obviously. She didn't hug the wall this time. We got the proc off 4 of them. We got the healing, and we just went straight on her. That Phage is just a really good item. Gives a little bit of health and attack damage. So here I'm going to get Black Cleaver. Because I feel like I'm behind. So I feel like I need some of that tankiness from the Black Cleaver. Some of the health, the cooldowns, all that stuff. If I was ahead, I would have gone straight into my Ravenous Hydra. But I'm not ahead. And that's the thing that I like also about the Hydra, is with all the pushing I've done, look how low this tower is. So even though I'm technically losing lane, I have fewer kills, I have about 10 less CS, my tower is still 80% health, 85% health. Whereas this one, I've already got it killed. So that's where the that item is so good. And so here I see a team fight starting to brew. I see a Moo. I don't really want a Moo to do anything, and he runs in this way. So I see Syndra's low on mana, so we get her out of there. That's good. And then he's the only one that's left in that fight. So I get 1 assist out of that. And we kind of want to get this now. We won the Field of Battle, but Lee Sin is low. I think they end up kind of getting us off that. At that point, I'm just like, yeah, no, we need to just avoid this. I'm low level. I didn't even want to go for this, but you know, with the rest of the team, we're good. But my mana is so low, there's just nothing I can really do. So I got 1 kill from that. And then you have a Moo coming to help out and Blitzcrank. I'm just like, nope, no thanks. And we flee. So I picked up another kill, another assist off of that, actually. And I'm starting to feel really good now. Like, I'm feeling really, really good. Oh, I just woke up. I am so sleepy. I've had like 3 days off work. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Like, I feel like it's absurd. I played so much League, hung out with my son so much. It has been an absolute delight. My son's still asleep right now. I'm surprised. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 9:15 in the morning. Man, and I'm off tonight too. It's Memorial Day. I think I need the Uncle Sam Rise skin. That'd be good for Memorial Day. But anyways, I'm not going to be buying skins. I don't need to spend that money. But anyways, so I've got my full Black Cleaver now, so I'm pretty strong. Riven's going like all attack damage. Which is fine. But we finally caught up to her on CS, right? I'm just constantly there, pushing the wave to tower, collecting it. Pushing wave to tower, collecting it. And I think that that's an important thing to notice, is how I recovered from such a bad start. So I don't know. Let's see, what am I trying? I think I'm going for Rift Herald right now. And I see a Moo. So right now I'm just kind of waiting because I feel like a fight's brewing. So I really want Rift Herald because it's really strong, but I feel like we can't quite get it right now. But that's what I'm doing, is I'm just letting the top wave, which is pushing to us, build. And see, this is building and pushing towards us. So I have like maybe a minute or two until this comes all the way over to our tower and I should collect it. So all I'm doing is just waiting for that. So I see the Fiora. I slow her down, and I think I'm probably going to pop my ult and fight her. I am. Yeah, so I popped my ult. I knew I had my team with me, and I fight her. And with Lee Sin, we destroy her. So now I decide I'm just going to collect all this up, because Lee Sin's going over there. And at this point, all I want to do is just push the wave out. So I see Lucian on the bot lane. He takes that tower, so I'm like, oh shit, I need to grab this. I had my teleport up, but I think by the time I noticed that he had that tower so low, I was, you know, I wouldn't have been able to do anything. So they get the Amumu, and so now our team has finally fought back. I mean, we're actually up on gold now. I don't even notice when that happened. But we're finally up on kills. And we've just been playing smart, you know, taking fights when we can, and not being stupid and not feeding. Jinx is still down on CS, Annie is down on CS, but Lee and I are both finally up on our counterparts on CS. I've just been pushing. That's all I've been doing is push, 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 push. I push to that top tower, let it come back. Being able to control those waves is so huge. And again, I've only got 3 kills, but if you notice on our team, everybody has a good number of kills. Like, it's not just me. So yeah. Sorry, a coworker was asking me something. When I'm at work, I always have this charger. So I see everybody now fighting in our jungle. But I feel really confident. I feel really strong. I've got a lot of... I'm kind of tanky. And I have a lot of damages. So I decide I'm going to teleport in. And Blitzcrank pulls me, so I'm like, well, I'm going to kill you then, Blitz. So I get that kill on him. I really wanted to help the team with the rest of it. But unfortunately, that was a no can do. So we lose that tower. So here we're trying to make sure that we're applying pressure. But at the same time, you know, we don't want to die ourselves. We want to defend as much as we can, and now everyone on our team is back up. We lose the tower, but we didn't lose any more lives, we didn't give up any more deaths, and we didn't lose our inhib. So it's really unfortunate that we lost all of the, we lost that tower. But again, we were trying to play smart. I knew they were going for the tower, not me, which is why I was sitting around. And even if they were to go for me, I felt like I was tanky enough to kind of be able to survive long enough just to keep them off the tower. Because if they kill me and the tower stays alive, I'm okay with that, honestly. So then I come back up here and I collect this wave, which was my original intent and goal. And now I have my Ravenous Hydra now too. So I'm feeling strong enough that I think that I can get this Hydra. So at this point, I honestly didn't realize that she died. I'm like, where the fuck she go? And he's like, oh, right here. And I'm like, oh, I'm smart. So then I prop that ult. Get that healing. And I was hoping to stay alive for longer, but I didn't. So I die one more time, I think, this game. which is pretty impressive. And then I noticed Lee Sin was building all damage too, because with that second Q, I was like, holy shit, that's a ton of damage. But Lee Sin's building damage too, which is okay. That Annie stun is just OP right into the Jinx chompers. That was ridiculous. And then they're like, hey, we killed everybody but Syndra, let's get Baron. I'm like, I'm up in 7, y'all do this thing that y'all do. They decided to rush it after that team fight, and so they do. And now I'm alive. So now at this point, I'm like, okay, I have Baron. I need to apply pressure somewhere on the map. I think I go get red and continue on. So I don't have teleport. Red is really good when you're pushing towers as well, because that red buff does like a tick damage to it. What am I going for next? I have the 2 long swords. What's my next item I'm going for? This is sad that I don't remember what I'm decided to go for. So I was going to push bot lane, but then I see Fiora going for that top tower. Hey, kiddo. And I decide I don't want Riven to get that. So I go to answer it. My son's awake now. Good morning. Did you sleep well? You look tired. You still sleepy?
I sleep good. So when will you bring park?
You want to go to the park?
Yeah, I sleep good.
You slept good?
Yeah.
Alright. It's only 9:30. We'll go to the park here in a bit, okay?
Okay.
You got chocolate milk in the fridge if you want. It's over where the milk jug is.
And milk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So our team is fighting again. So I just put that field down, my ultimate, just to get some healing for my team because I knew they were all low. And I really want my team to heal up. Two-Face, stop! My dog is chewing up on paper, dumb dog. So right here we're just trying to defend. That's it. Don't lose anything else. And we're still even on gold. Two-Face, stop. So, you know, I'm wanting to push so bad, but the team needs me, so I group. So, with, Rom there, I feel more confident about going in. You know, because I'm not building real tanky. I'm building a lot of damage so I can duel people. Because what's Fiora's whole thing, right? The Grand Duelist. So I like being able to duel. Oh, that's right. I'm getting the Bloodthirster next. Yeah, I like the Bloodthirster. It just does... I don't know. Well, whenever I see the pros play, this is pretty much what they do. Black Cleaver into Ravenous Hydra into Bloodthirster. You get the armor so you can cut through armor. And then you get the lifesteal, so you can just lifesteal through. But I'm 6-4 and 6 now. I have the most kills on the team and the most farm, so I just keep pushing those waves. So I ward up the Baron, and then I go to collect up. You guessed it, more CS. So you'll notice whenever I come to a lane, this wave is a big wave, and I get a ton of CS from it. So our team is fighting again, and they're all going back. And I decide at this point that we need some map pressure, we need some turrets. So, I mean, I could have gone back and helped, but we had all 4 back. And so I decided I'm going to apply some pressure. And there's a Mumu. So Mumu's here, so I know that it's a 4v4, it's not a 5-on-4. So then I teleport back over, because I know a Mumu doesn't have teleport. So now we have the ability to push this advantage. So we get Riven, who's trying to dive our back line. And then we're oh, there we are. So I don't know how I got through those chompers. And then I would take out her. And then we come back into lane. So it's me, Lee Sin, and Annie. And then Mumu's back there now. So I get him. So this is where I really kick ass, right? I get him, and this is where my lifesteal comes online. And we got all of these guys. So you can see how good that riposte is, right? That riposte is absolutely amazing. Because that riposte stopped a Mumu stun and a blitz pull. So absolutely fantastic. I have doubles now. And I'm like, fuck, we just killed everybody. Let's go for Baron. We saved that inhibitor. We applied a little map pressure. And that's when I'm like, okay, so I need Fiora. I missed my stun. And I felt like she was about to kill me. So I just went back. This was kind of a long fight. We kept going for Baron, coming off of it. Going for Baron, coming off of it. And now they're pretty much all up. But we're on the Baron pit and we're committed. So I got a couple more assists there, and at this point, I'm really, really strong. Or I feel really, really strong. So our wave in the top side killed the tower, and we were losing that fight. We got Baron, but we were losing the fight. So I just went back, healed up, and then came back to help. We lost Annie, but they have no Riven. So, I mean, it's not a huge deal. And now we finally lose that top tower. I have no teleport, or I would have gone to the bot lane. So that's fine. So I figured Blitz was doing something. But, I mean, I still wanted to get that free damage on him. And I felt pretty, and I feel really strong now. I got a bunch of gold on me. And I got that, I was really close to her, but she knocked me away. I wasn't sure about the timing, so I didn't, didn't W right. Now we got Lucian, who is rotating poorly. So here I get kind of scared, so I didn't want to be caught up in that Amumu ult. He only got one person, which was good. And so here I'm just kind of, you notice I'm not diving in, I'm just going back and forth. Just making sure that, I guess kind of my back line is a lot of what I was doing. And so then I realized that fight, our team was disengaging really well. And I felt like we weren't doing anything. I felt like we had Baron. So when you have Baron, you really want to push as many lanes as possible and spread that Baron buff out. Because if you can do a 1-3-1, that's what you want to do. Just because when you're doing that, you're spreading out this huge benefit. You just have to be careful how you push. You don't have to hit the tower. All you have to do is let the minions hit it for you. But there's nobody defending me. My team is applying that pressure in the mid lane. And so I'm like, well, screw it. I'm just going to take this tower. So I end up taking the top turret and the inhibitor. We lose Lee Sin in that. And then Riven comes for me. And I'm like, okay, Riven. You see how little damage she's doing. And so I just keep going on this. And that's when I decided to go for Riven. I pop my ult so I can do that extra damage. And get all that healing back as well. I could have stayed in that healing zone a little bit longer. And then, so we lose 2, but we get a tower and inhibitor, and we get some kills as well. Oh, and then Annie dies because she's BMing. That was just retarded. And then we just leave. So now I'm 10, 4, and 10. So you'll see that slowly but surely I've been getting stupid fed. Don't even know how it's happened. It's just been happening. So then we come over, we get Dragon, and then I'm going to go back and get blue buff. At this point, I don't know how to view it. Let's see, how can we view it? escape. And so then I decided I'm just going to kill Lucian as well, because he's there. Slow him down, get those procs. But at this point, I remember I had like 5,000 gold. So you're going to see, I've been sitting on this for a long time. For a really long time. I'm not very smart. I don't know how to check this out. So you're going to see that I'm going to finish up my Bloodthirster and my Guardian Angel. So there's my Bloodthirster, and I straight up buy a Guardian Angel. So I went from having 2.5 items to having a legit straight up 4 items. So now I'm like, holy hell, I am super strong. Because I just killed a legit fed Lucian, right, who was 10 and 7 and 6 at the time, with 5,000 gold on me. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm strong. Oh no, it's a monster. Look at the monster.
Daddy.
Hey, kiddo. You like that mask?
Yeah. You want to try?
Sure. Here, let me do the mask. I'm on screen and I'm doing the mask. Alright. There we go. That was my monster voice. There you go, kiddo. So now our whole team is feeling good too. I mean, again, everybody except for Annie has a positive KDA. And even Annie does with her assists. Oh! That's so nobody's going for Lucian here, which is the problem. And this is where I kind of, you know, die, unfortunately. But I'm like, oh shoot, I need to run. And then I'm like, well, maybe I can go back in. I got my cooldowns again. But anyways, we got one turret, we got all the inhibitors, and this is a good spot to be in for our team. So in the time that we lost this first tower, the inhibitor turret, we've been able to take 6 turrets, 7 turrets, and 3 inhibitors. Just slowly coming back as a team. We did really, really well. We're the blue team, Jay.
So you have a kill red.
Yeah, we gotta kill the red team. So now that we've done this, I actually bought an elixir. Yes, Jay. Oh, I'm sorry. So at this point, you know, I'm just dead. We're building up as a team. I thought I built, no, I guess not. So then I bought this. I was going for Death's Dance, and then I bought an Elixir of Wrath. That's right, so I did. And then our whole team goes for Baron. We're just going to Baron and end. As you can see over here, this game's almost over. So I teleport down just to make sure the Riven is, like, not messing with our team. And then I'm like, alright, I'm going to kill this Riven. I mean, look how much damage I'm doing to the Riven now. So you get a movement speed every time you pop one of those. So I kill the Riven, and then I come over here on the Lee Sin, and I kill him. And then I see her, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to kill her too. That's another kill. I mean, just nothing can stop me here. And then we just go for the win. Because that was an ace, and there's really nothing else that they can do. And yeah, that was Fiora. I mean, that's kind of... our whole team just kind of fed early. But I did, like, most damage in the game by, like, a ton. I'll show you in the thing. Let's see. So, we'll come here. We'll go to graphs.
Daddy,
Yes, Jay.
did you win?
Yes, my team won. So I did the most damage on the team in the whole game, actually. Let's see how much damage I took. No, I didn't take the most. Riven took the most. But I mean, I still took quite a bit of damage. I got a lot of healing done too. But anyway, it's just a I don't understand why there's 3 of them. Damage taken, true damage taken, self-mitigated damage. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know. But anyway, so just a ton of damage. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But anyways, so you can see how much damage we just did as well. I mean, just it was absolutely ridiculous. We got a bad start. Got bad in lane. Got killed 3 times by the Riven. But again, I wasn't feeding. It was just, you know, I mean, I shouldn't have gone in. I wasn't as strong. But, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you guys like that. Let's see, what's this? Total damage dealt. What? So I guess Lucian did. Oh, because it adds everything together.
Hey, Daddy.
1 second. What's up? We did a lot of true damage too. Thanks to that. Anyways, I don't even know what this is supposed to be doing. But anyways, so you can see how we just kind of fluctuated in up and down, and then finally just took off. Anyways, did really well. Hope you guys liked the video. It's a little bit different than what I would normally do. But anyways, like it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a little thumbs up, and we'll catch you later. Thanks, guys.